All right, it's finally here, the iPhone 16 Pro, and my annual first impressions video is happening right now, so let's go. Let's start with the ultra-wide because that's the newest camera. So I'm gonna shoot some ProRAW, I'll also shoot some HEIF files as well, and we'll take a look at some stuff edited and not edited. But we're starting with the ultra-wide camera first. So one trick is to drop your exposure down to like -1 here, because the iPhone likes to overexpose a little bit. Can you do less tilted back and like bring your chin down a little bit more? That's really cool. I'm gonna go 2x camera on that one. Eyes closed again. Yes. If you look off to your right and then chin down a little bit more. That's fun. That's sick. These colors are really good. I love it. I think this is 13mm, so it's like super, oh, it's 14mm. I should actually use the camera control button. Take a couple in horizontal here. You have to really push this thing down. That's kind of fun, yeah. Let's try that. Apple's finally added a 48 megapixel sensor to the ultra wide camera, so it's going to show some noticeable improvements in detail in certain situations. You're also going to see more texture, and this is something a lot of us have been hoping for a while now. Oh, we can also try some 48 megapixel macro shots too, because that's something new. How close can I get? Getting a little bit of natural bokeh from this. So this year on the iPhone 16 Pro, we get the 5X camera. Last year was the 3X, but I think we've got the 5X that was in the 15 Pro Max, I believe. This is more of like a tighter headshot, like waist up. Nice. All right, the thing that makes the 16 Pro physically different from the 15 Pro is the new camera control button. With a light double press, you can bring up a bunch of camera settings. I think the most useful feature will be the zoom option, and the button is like a touch bar, so you can swipe left or right to make changes. And with a hard press, it's like a camera shutter button. They've also added a bunch of new photographic styles that you can toggle through, and you can also change later, and I'll come back to that in a moment. So the new 48 megapixel camera can read out 2 times faster, which is gonna allow you to do faster raw burst rates back to back compared to the 15 Pro. And also it allows you to do 4K 120p video, so we're gonna show that now. Picture yourself in slow motion and how cool you could look. What if you had $100,000 to create whatever you wanted? Well, my friends at Artlist are running the 100K fund again to help you fund your dream project. There's lots of creatives out there with insane ideas, but no budget to make it happen. Because let's be honest, shooting a high production film costs a lot of money, and that's where Artlist wants to help you out. This is actually really incredible. They're gonna give you $100,000 to turn your creative vision into reality. So if you're an indie filmmaker, a YouTuber, or content creator, and you've always wanted to shoot a big production, but you don't know how to get funding, this could be your big chance. Maybe you've always wanted to shoot a sci-fi film, or shoot on a volume wall using CGI, or maybe you want to do something like an impactful documentary. But first, you need to show off your skills and vision. So in order to show off your $100,000 idea, you need to make a 90-second post on your socials, tagging artlist.io and also using the hashtag Artlist100K-Fund. Now you might be wondering, how much time do you have? Well, you have from right now until October 24th to submit your ideas. And remember, you have $100,000 to fund your project, which could change your life. So fill out the application linked in my description. You could have a chance at winning $100,000 to fund your dream project. Oh, my knees. All right, so we made it to 7-Eleven. This is gonna be our second location. I'm gonna film some video in there. So let's see what we get. We got Mountain Dew Pitch Black.
Looks good. I've never had this. It's like tiny. Yeah.
Well, it should be pink. Pink would match the outfit. Whichever size you want. Oh, you're paying for this, right? Is it what you expected?
It's good.
Yeah?
It's good actually.
It's the same color as your sweater, so we've got a good prop here. Lean out towards camera a little more, and then, yeah. Nice. Try some raw shots. Try some different colors on it. All right, so I have some raw images loaded into Lightroom here. This is the new ultra-wide camera, so 48 megapixel raw file. If you look at the resolution here, we're looking at 6048 by 8064, so big, huge files, which is really cool to have on the ultra-wide camera now. But I've made videos on this before. Shooting Apple ProRAW looks amazing. This is how it's gonna take your files from looking like iPhone shots to looking like something that's shot on a real camera. We can load some presets in here. I have a couple of mine that I've created here that I'm working on, and we got to change this to Apple ProRAW in order for it to look right. But I've shown this before. You can adjust your highlights and your shadows and make all your changes here, and you get quite a bit more dynamic range when you're shooting in RAW. And we can tweak this preset to look a little bit better for this exact shot. I'm also an advocate for shooting Apple ProRAW because it makes your images look less over sharpened. You get way more dynamic range, and if you like to edit photos, you get way more to work with. Apple's also added something new this year. It's called JPEG XL Lossless or JPEG XL Lossy. This is going to give you the same quality RAW files, but in a smaller file size. And then we also have all the new photographic styles that we can try as well. So as I was showing before, you can use photographic styles live in the camera app, or you can change it afterwards, but you can't change it if you're shooting RAW, so that's something I found out. But you can go through all these different photographic presets that Apple has basically made, and then you can click on one you like and actually adjust the tone of that preset, so this is really cool. At the top, you can see all the settings you're making, the changes you're making to that preset. Unfortunately, you can't save them. Maybe they'll add that in the future. Yeah, if you want to sit up on kind of the edge here.
Like sit here?
Yeah, maybe in front of this purple spot and looking out that direction again. All right, coming back to the camera control button, I feel like it's a gimmick. I don't know if I'm ever going to use it again outside of this review. It doesn't really solve any issues that we already had just changing settings right on the actual screen itself. I also find that it's not responsive sometimes, and I'm tapping on things and it's not going to it. Maybe it's just my fingers, but not as impressed with that as I thought I'd be. And also when it comes to the ultra-wide camera, I don't think they actually changed the lens from the 15 Pro, so from what I've noticed in my first impressions is that there isn't that much drastic difference in detail or image quality. Obviously the file sizes are bigger, and in some situations you're going to notice a bit more texture, but I feel like because the lens wasn't changed, it isn't really resolving 48 megapixels the same way that it would resolve 12 megapixels. But if you're watching this video trying to decide if you want to upgrade, I feel like if you have an iPhone 14 Pro or older, it makes sense to upgrade. You're going to get USB-C transfer speeds, you've got the better cameras, you've got the better battery life. But if you have an iPhone 15 Pro, literally no reason to upgrade. All right, that is the iPhone 16 Pro. Thanks to Adelia.
Thank you.
You actually got to try a Slurpee for the first time, so that's fun. Yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, give it a thumbs down twice. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. See you guys in the next one.